Hello, I'm Angela Bailey Page, and I've been writing and producing, publishing under a page at a time for a long time. This particular entry is very dear to my heart. I want to start out by saying that I do not consider myself to be a songwriter per se. I do use all kinds of AI tools to help me to express the visions that God gives me. This particular vision is very, very dear to my heart, and I want to tell you a little bit about how I came to it. But I just want to give honor to all of those authentic songwriters that God uses to get a message out. This is much more of a prophetic anthem that has been set to words. Now, I did write the lyrics for this, and I used a tool to be able to help to put it together. And I'm very blessed by what God has done with it. And I want to tell you a little bit about how I got here and why I believe that this is so special. And I hope that it's going to bless you. As a person that works with deliverance ministry and works on deliverance for my own life, I find often that we circle back to the same things over and over again. No matter how delivered we want to be or work to be, we find that there are things that we just continue to deal with. And one of those things for me has been blame. I don't know if it has been something of a generational curse or something that I still just need some help with, but I find often that I blame myself for things and I have to pull myself out of it. As you know, or maybe not, blame is is a fruit of condemnation, and condemnation is part of the enemy's plan to get us to condemn ourselves, judge ourselves, and find ourselves out of peace with the will of God or with just the heart of God. As I sat with that one day a few months ago, God dropped something very profound in my spirit. And what resulted from that is what I ended up naming or calling the blame game. The blame game is not my shame. And so I put together some lyrics out of my heart that day for just the prophetic things that God has done. And so I did that and I put that in a tool to help put music behind it, and it produced an anthem. I believe that this is a powerful way for those of us that are looking for deliverance in this area to understand the enemy wants us not to live a full and empowered life. The lyrics for this are powerful. I believe that it is best experienced by reading the lyrics and listening to the lyrics as you hear the song or hear the anthem. The reason for that is because of the way that it is structured. If you just listen to it, you might miss the nuances of the prophetic message that God is really sending it. And you may have to listen to it a couple of times in order to be able to do that. But as I told my students when I was teaching technology education, if you hear something and then you see something and then you touch something, it brings the experience more fuller. You embody it in a way that not just your intellect gets it, but you're able to be able to concentrate on it, recall it better. And so I use those same techniques as I am working to do ministry and as I am preparing the things that God has me preparing and sharing in this season. And so this is just to encourage you in this, that we are not to be blamed. We are often beguiled by the enemy and drawn into something that would be shameful. And then he blames us after he has beguiled us and after he has pulled it. But as you get more into the lyrics of what God showed me prophetically, God says, listen, the enemy is coming for you, but I've got you. I'm holding you. Listen for the sound of annihilation as the army takes down fear and tells us that God lets us know that shame and blame are not ours to have, that we have victory over it. So I am sharing this as part of my blog and part of my experience here to help people understand that deliverance belongs to us and that God wants us to have it. As you read through these lyrics and as you listen to the words, I pray that this anthem will bring you into a place of healing and deliverance and separate you from the condemnation that the enemy offers. Do not forfeit your freedom from the lies that the enemy tells. We don't have to do that. And so it is my sincere prayer that the art and sound of healing words through this anthem will help you not to do that. I've also used AI to help me to envision some of the ways that I saw this. And so I hope that the images of this will help you as well. So experience this, but more importantly, get the healing and deliverance that you need. Know that the blame game is a game of shame that the enemy presents to bring us down and to bring us low. But I hear thunder over the horizon as God brings troops and help and takes down this enemy, annihilating him and reminding us no matter what, he is close. I am here. I hope this will bless you as much as it blessed me. And I hope that you will look forward to more from me in my writing and in my expressing the art and sound of healing words as I give voice to the visions that God has given me.